Usually, which view do you use if you want to do multiple songs? Like, because some of you have done this before. Would you do it in session or you do it in arrangement? I know actually I also used to teach vertical mode, but I recently found that there's actually a way that can be quite efficient to do it in the horizontal mode, in the arrangement mode. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drag in and I'm going to warp it. I remember this song of mine is, I think it's 128. So I change the tempo to 128 and I warp it in complex mode. Did I do it right? Let me see. So this is one song. I'm going to bring in another song, Fly Away, which is 130. I'm going to put it on the next audio track with a bit of space here. So this one is 130. So now I change my tempo to 130. Not 139, 130. And then I warp this one again in complex mode. Let me check whether I got the thing right. Now, how do I account for the fact that I'm going in this horizontal mode, but I've got multiple time signatures? Not time, sorry, multiple tempos. I'm going to have to put tempo changes in my master channel. In order to see tempo change, I need the automation to be on. So automation is these two little nodes connected together. They turn blue. And now when I open up the master, I can see, look, there is this thing called song tempo. You see song tempo? Come nearer lah. Why are you sitting out there? What could you possibly see from there? Right? Only was snipers or what? Even snipers have a rifle. Okay. So here, you see this red line here, 130, right? But for the previous song, I want it to be 128. Okay, I better not put an immediate note. Yeah, see, okay, so I've pulled the thing down to 128. So that means when I start the song, we look at if I start from the beginning, you look at the top tempo here. Okay, if I jump to the beginning, the tempo at the top here says 128. But if I start the second song, it's now 130 because of this automation. Now, if I want to see this more clearly, I can zoom in a bit or make it a bit bigger. In order to jump neatly, I'm going to put here at bar 129 a locator by right-clicking at the top. And this is song number 2, so I put a locator number 2. I go right to the front also. Right at number 1, I'm going to add a locator and call it number 1. This having something called 1 and 2 is all nice and good, but actually the real value of it is I want it to be able to be controlled much faster. Rather than have to scroll and scroll and scroll and find out where it is, I'm going to click on key. See the key binding? Now everything turned orange. I tap on this number 1 locator and I press number 1 on my keyboard. I tap on this number 2 locator and it's number 2 on my keyboard, as in the computer keyboard. Then I switch off key, which means that if I want to start the song from number 2, if I want to start from number 1 or number 2, in this way you can build up like, entire like 10 songs, right? And you basically you can map it to the different numbers.